Damn, son, where'd you find this?
But then sometimes it would get like real weird.
Mm-hmm.
And then so we had like a 95-year-old nun.
95?
Yeah. Sister Alicia. And
God must be doing something right if she's still alive. Let's just be honest there, folks. Let's be honest there, folks.
Either that or the devil was. Hey.
And yeah, so she would live in the chapel. And she would every now and then just like call classes in to be like, come into the chapel. We're having like a session with Sister Alicia. She would just go on and on about like the randomest stuff with like, but the thing is, she'd recorded a CD, like she'd written all these songs.
What?
So
she's a musician.
Like,
she's a muso.
She would like play them to us and like try and get us to buy her album.
I appreciate the hustle.
Hell yes, Leash. Yeah. Sister Leash. Do you ever call her Sister Leash?
Just praying to God that she goes platinum.
She's literally got like an album kind of like similar to Michael Jackson's Off the Wall. It's like Off the Leash, and it's just with a dog collar that's pink.
She's a woman of God.
What's that thing called? The neck thing?
Yeah, the collar. The
collar, yeah.
The dog collar that's just like...
And there's just a priest holding it.
Did you priests running after her like off the leash?
Did you ever listen to her songs?
Yeah, she played them to us, and she'd make us like she'd had the lyrics and stuff like they'd be sing along.
Was sitting there doing like the backwards nod.
No, you got to check track number 5. Right, yeah.
So Lucy, this part. Shit. That's
and
insane.
I told God I ain't never stop.
And that's on God.
No, they were pretty spiritual.
Janie gets it. Father Carmichael just comes in for like a guest feature verse. That's delightful. That's very fun.
Oh, that's absolutely beautiful. How was she? Given her an honest breakdown, how were the tracks?
Well, the problem was...
Did you have bars? Was she like...
No, the songs were terrible. They were like hymns. Okay. Like it was like, God. Like it was not, like they weren't beats.
Oh, how was her pen game?
She's taking the songs into like a record label and like... What's her name again?
Sister Alicia.
Sister Alicia. I mean, you've got talent, kid, but you got to do something original. We've heard this stuff before. And she's like, I got that original shit. Not today, Leash. Go back to the studio.
Yo, mate, you said you were going to have a meeting. Mate, you said I was going to have a meeting today. This is Leish's day. Mate, don't play with me no more. I go send the Lord after you.
Yeah, and she's out the front and she's like, forget you. I don't need you.
I go start my own label. I'm going to sign my own artist.
I think she did self-produce, so yeah.
Really?
At least she on the beat.
She's like Kanye. She starts producing music for like other sisters.
Just like ghostwriting.
She
could. Sister Leash. Goodness gracious.
Off the leash.
Off the leash.
And they were just terrible. And she was trying to make you buy them.
Yeah.
Well, you had the money.
I didn't.
She's like, I know you girls, some of you are actually from Mossman. I know because we know your parents. We've looked them up. We've looked up their net worth.
Hey, Lucy, help a sister out. So your distant uncle who's 110 is Chinese.
Is he actually Chinese?
Fully Chinese, yeah.
Fully Chinese. Do you have a photo of him by any chance? And how is he your uncle? How does that even make sense?
I don't know. My dad told me and I was like 15 and I forgot. I should have paid more attention, to be honest.
Do you think your dad just went to China and just like really got into the culture and was like, I may as well be Chinese? That my son's going to be...
What did your dad do before he went to China? Like, fuck, I gotta go to China. I gotta hide out.
Yeah, what's going on? Because
kids, we're Chinese now, all right? Fucking shut up.
My name's Joy.
I did have a Chinese granddad, and I saw him. He was always there. So
is he full Chinese?
He looked Chinese.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go with their story. It makes sense, you know.
Yeah.
All the dots connect.
Nice.
I thought we were talking about.
How many gonna do here?
Do you want to do it?
I'll do the honors. I thought we were talking about China, not India. I just imagine your Chinese grandfather. He looks like Stephen Fry or something like that. It's like, yeah, no. Yeah, that makes that's as China as they come. Who's that actor I'm thinking of? Who does Alfred in Batman?
Michael Caine?
Yeah, Michael
Caine.
Caine. It's just Michael Caine. It's like,
I'm
yeah, he's your
110.
I'm 110.
Come sit on my lap.
I'm 110 Chinese years old. I've lost the voice.
Years.
I've lost the voice.
Like it's dog ears.
So where does the does your dad have like Chinese features?
He looks more Chinese than I do, but he's still a bit white.
Can we please have a photo? I don't believe you. I just feel this is
A
kind
photo
of
of my
crazy.
dad?
Yeah.
He's
Let's see a photo of your dad.
He doesn't have online. He doesn't have Facebook, so I don't have any photos on my
This
phone.
story is not holding up.
Do you have a photo of your grandfather?
No, sadly not as well, and he passed away. So,
So no, everyone who looks Chinese is either... Yeah, you just don't have any photos.
he's gonna have to take my word for it.
Trust me, I'm Chinese.
Why don't you believe me?
I had this group of like, I have to do group classes every now and then of like the 6 like 12-year-old girls. They were a nightmare, and they ran all over me, and they were like, in a way, bullying me. Like I was never bullied.
Whatever, Neb.
Yeah, I wasn't really bullied in school, but like now as a 30-year-old, I was bullied by a bunch of 12-year-old girls. And the worst thing in the world happened because I told one of their dads like one week I couldn't do the lesson because I was like, I have to go to Newcastle to do a gig. Yeah, and he's like, oh, what's the gig? I'm like,
Oh, you're a funny guy, are you?
yeah. He's like, you're a DJ? I'm like, no, I'm not a DJ. I'm like, yeah, I do stand-up. He's like, oh, stand-up, oh, I love stand-up, blah, blah. And then, you know, they asked a billion questions you've heard before. But anyway, he must have told his daughter that I do stand-up. And so the next week... Nightmare. Next week I came back, all the horrible...
They're all in suits. Just like Seinfeld.
Yeah, they're all just like, do you do stand-up? I'm like, no, I don't do stand-up. They're like, my dad told me you do stand-up. I'm like, I don't do it. I don't. Like, I'm so boring on the... Like, I'm just like, I don't do it. No, I don't. And
You're not the funny instructor? You're not the one cracking
not at
jokes?
all. And then halfway through the lesson, the worst sentence I've ever heard, one of them goes, we found your TikTok. And then I was like, no phones! Put your phones away! Stop looking at my... And it was like so embarrassing.
They found your TikToks.
And then it's like, because it's the exact opposite. Like on the court, I'm like the most boring like guy, like telling them what to do. And then in my TikToks, I'm wearing a wig. I'm like doing a funny voice. It's like so embarrassing.
They
for
didn't
like,
respect you? I thought they would kind of like that at 12. That might be a bit cool. Or
and you know, I
No,
think
because it's trying. You're trying to do
trying,
something.
and I don't have any followers. They're like, oh my god, this
You can't
is
try in front of
embarrassing.
kids.
He's got
You can't.
30 followers on TikTok, and he's bombing, and he's in a wig, and he's doing a funny voice. And I'm like, put your phones away! Stop looking at that!
Oh no.
And then the bullying part comes in, where like the next week we're like, because I don't really check my TikTok, but the next week they were like, did you see?
you go to the computer, like the desktop background's like a TikTok.
Yeah, it's on my homepage, but I don't really check it that much. But yeah, the next week they're like, we made you a fan account. Did you see?
Oh,
We made a fan account for you. And I'm like, I know when I'm being made fun of. You know what I mean?
You're straight up getting cyberbullied at this
Oh,
point.
absolutely. I'm like, I know you're not actually fans of me. I
Look, girls, I may be dumb, but I'm not stupid.
Exactly. I'm like, I've made fun of teachers before. I know that you're not actually making me and they're like, did you see it? Did you like it? Did you like the...
Their fan
do you
account
like
just
that we
blows
made
up.
you a Yeah.
like getting monetized.
Yeah,
Like,
that
what,
would be funny.
100,000 followers.
Yeah, they don't give me any money.
It's like, yeah, we're young. We know how to market it better. Literally,
Yeah.
you got to use these hashtags. You got to like use
So
this algorithm.
true.
You got to...
Did they show you the fan account?
They tried to. I couldn't look. I could not look at it.
What if it was genuine?
No, it wasn't. And then, in one of the lessons, they were like, do you want us all to follow you? I'm like, I think I still go to jail. If 6 12-year-old girls start following me on TikTok, I think somehow I'm still a pedophile. That's on me somehow.
Oh my
Do
god.
you train them anymore?
No, first time I was like, I complained to my boss. I'm like, I can't take him anymore.
Yeah.
I think they moved on to a different coach.
It's like they made a fan account.
They made a fan account for me. I had to call my boss, like my voice all shaky. Yeah, so I don't think I can take them anymore. And,
and he's like, same thing. I tried to do a DJing. They did a fan account of me.
Yeah.
They're just like the biggest bullies on earth.
Yeah.
Kids are so good. They can just tear you apart.
Oh, they're the best.
They've got nothing to lose.
Man, they're good.
Literally.
They're good.
So good.
They're good at finding weird little things about you that you've never even been insecure about, but then now all of a
100%.
sudden you're like, what?
Yeah.
I had another group of young girls. They're even younger. They started calling me Luigi, which I don't mind. I mean, that's a bit of fun. I don't care about that. And then they started calling me Pedro the Penguin.
Can we have them on the podcast?
Yeah.
Yeah. What happened? You said you had no nicknames.
Yeah, it's true. I'm just giving you like 17 nicknames. They started calling me Pedro the Penguin. I'm like, why the penguin? They're like, you walk like a penguin. I'm like, oh, Jesus, I didn't know that.
And you're literally like at home walking in front of the mirror.
Yeah. I'm like learning how to walk again. I'm like, fuck.
They're like you're wearing a suit and eating fish out of a guy's hand.
Yeah.
You're just like at a rehab center with people that are like paraplegics. You're like, no, I'm just trying to get rid of this
so funny.
penguin walk.
They're learning how to walk again. I'm just trying to learn how to not walk like a penguin, if that's all right.
You travel around by sliding on your belly.
Oh, goodness
So yeah,
gracious.
kids are horrific.
Oh,
Is that the only instance where you've had to can a group because of what'd you call it?
Yeah,
Mischievous
got
conduct?
Mischievous.
got bullied out of
Yeah, I think that's the first time I've said I can't take this group anymore.
really? Did you ever get close? Did you ever get close before?
Probably.
That's a crazy one. A fan account's such a great dig. Do you know what I mean? I don't think it's.
It is, yeah. It's. At first I thought you said a fan of cunts. I'm like, what's a fan of cunts? I'm like, I think
they also said that to me.
Yeah, I'm like, I think you've gone a bit far with these, young girls. I wouldn't call them cunts, but yeah, fan account. Yeah, that's fucking brutal.
It's so because it's literally like taking you down.
Yeah.
It's almost like we're not just gonna make fun of this thing. We're gonna take you down.
Yeah, and you know what the sad thing is? I was like, I wish I had more TikTok followers. Then maybe they'd respect me. If they're like, we found your TikTok. You have 100,000 followers.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Imagine that. They'll be like, what?
I'd be like, that's right, girls. Okay.
Oh,
I'm
dang!
actually doing all right.
One of them probably has a TikTok account that is like insane.
Oh,
Probably,
huge,
yeah.
Yeah, literally the chances are.
I was gonna say, imagine like your boss, his heart would have dropped when you were like, you know that class with like the 6 12-year-olds? I can't be around them anymore.
yeah. Something happened. Let's just say that.
They found stuff with me online.
Let's just say they showed me something on their phone and I can't be around them anymore.
They just happened to be at Newtown Hotel that day. There was just like so many Indians there.
And it's
for some
crazy. Do you
reason.
think they would have seen the poster or anything like
No,
that?
there was
Or it's just
no
pure
promo for
coincidence?
this.
I reckon they would have trained in.
I think they saw the smell signal, like over here.
You can just it's like the Batman thing. You just put like a red dot in the air. Bikram, do you
laser
see that?
Laser pointer.
Last Browns, assemble.
Everyone hops on their flying carpets.
Good on them both.
So what's going on with this man at sea?
Yes.
What's going on with the man at
Oh
sea?
my goodness, the man at sea. I literally, I think it was last night I read about this. Like early, like I could barely sleep. I come across this story of an Australian dude who was lost at sea on like a small dinghy boat for 2 months.
Yeah.
With his dog.
Oh my god. No.
Surviving on rainwater and raw fish.
Dog.
But straight up, as classic a story as you can imagine.
Yeah.
Man lost at sea with his dog. And I'm like, oh, this must be like Far-Fetched or something like that. And it's like, no, it's literally it. Full on looks like Tom Hanks and Castaway.
Yeah.
The exact like same beard.
Yeah.
He's like emaciated. The dog looks pretty well fed.
Yeah.
And it's like he survived on rainwater and raw fish. The first thing that goes through my mind is like, how would I survive?
Yeah.
What am I doing there? Did he beat off? Was he looking at the dog?
He must have looked at that dog a million times.
Gosh. Yeah.
Fido, you looking like dinner.
But legitimately, it's that whole idea of what would you do in that situation? What was he doing during the day?
Again, with the Tom Hanks thing, the volleyball starts talking to him.
Yeah.
Can you imagine having a dog? Do you reckon he had sex with the dog? Let's just say if that's the case, Krim's been on a boat for 2 weeks.
I was literally thinking, like, imagine that. They're doing, like, they're checking, like, the nutrients and everything of the dog and him, and they're like, there are liters of semen inside this dog. What about the idea?
Dog's got to eat.
He's like,
He's got a jar of peanut butter, and he could be eating it.
he goes to have sex with the dog. He gets, like, the Coast Guard come, and it's like, sir, it's he's like, it's been 9 hours. What do you expect?
Yeah. That dog. Well, let's just say for that guy's sake, thank God dogs can't talk. They come out with like this new. They come out with this new technology. It's like a collar that lets dogs talk. He reads it in the news and literally races home and strangles the dog.
Yeah, I don't know what happened, mate. My dog died.
Yeah.
He died. It's
Yeah.
Yeah, he had sex with that dog every single night. Imagine that's the only thing that got him through. If that makes me lost, then I don't want to be found. But yeah, there is the idea of like, I think people were saying this makes it so much easier.
Dog ussy. Well, let's just say if it wasn't for Sparky and his magnificent dog ussy, we never would have made it through.
Oh, dang.
He's not having sex with the dog.
You don't think you think he thought about it? Do you think he jerked off?
No.
Okay, here we go. You're lost at sea.
Yeah.
You're like straight up, like from the books or from the movies. I'm lost at sea right now. It's been 4 days.
They make a movie about this guy called The Sea Man.
It's so funny. Just like we watched the Lena the Plug video and it had like this porn ad, like they're at war. Just like you go to watch the video, it's just like a man at sea with a dog. The music starts playing.
What type of dog?
What kind of dog was it? A very classic, like sort of Australian looking dog.
Okay, like a cattle dog.
Yeah, or kind of like a bigger dog.
So not even like a hot dog.
Not even like a hot dog.
Yeah.
Yeah, not a tiny little dog, like a big dog. And I think literally that would have been the thing that got him through. Was like, I have someone to talk to. I have someone to keep me company during this thing. Dogs are pretty like emotionally intelligent. They know what's going on. I think it was 3 months he was lost at sea.
Oh man,
like it's crazy
3
as a story
months.
could possibly get.
Oh man,
It's crazy as a story could possibly get. Like I couldn't believe it. I was like, oh, it must be exaggerated a little bit. And then he's there. He's in good spirits. He's being like so Australian with him. He's like, yeah, hey guys, how you going?
oh shit happens, doesn't it?
Yeah, and it was the perfect story. It almost seemed too perfect. I was looking for flaws in it or something.
It says he's in very good health.
Yeah.
He's got a little bit of PTSD and his dog won't go near anything phallic shaped.
Do you know what as well? Like,
How did they find? Oh, go on.
my favorite thing about this was like 20 years ago, this would be worldwide news. Worldwide.
Yeah.
But today, just the amount of stories that are going through is like, yeah, dude, he's probably thinking, oh, I guess I'm going to be number one story on the news. Like, no, Lena the Plug is having sex with a black guy. It's like, oh, dang, I wish I wouldn't want to be Adam 22. I'd rather be trapped on a boat having sex with my dog.
He's like, yeah. He's like, oh, that's crazy. At least I know one person had sex in the last 3 months. Wait, it was 3 months. I thought you said like 2 weeks.
No, 3 months.
That makes a big
Literally,
difference.
yeah.
I was thinking 2 weeks. It was.
That'd be crazy itself.
He's just out there on the first day.
Yeah.
The sun starts setting. That's crazy.
I guess we having sex. But yeah, it's a really it's perfect. Again, there's this idea of 20 years ago, worldwide news.
Yes.
I saw it at the petrol station. It was like front page of the paper. This is a front page paper story.
Yeah.
Like he must have known that as well when he got rescued.
Right.
He's like, I'm going to be everywhere. My life's like sorted now. He's probably thinking that a little bit.
Yeah.
I think after 2 months lost at sea, you're probably thinking, okay, if I get found, I'm going to be good. I'm going to be on Ellen. Do you know what I mean?
By the end of it, the dog's just getting good at it.
I basically just do it so he can come faster.
There's just like a trawler ship going past and they're like, wait, what is that? Yeah, you can't be doing that.
You got too much money, you have to fuck a kid.
Have to.
Nothing else will work.
You wake up every morning, you're like, am I still not doing that?
Yeah, like what have I got to do?
Still not
you know
doing
what I mean?
that now?
Oh,
You know
I built.
what?
All your
I've-
buddies
I
are
work
like,
hard.
dude, yeah.
Yeah. Well, you just get bored. You're like, oh, I've got a roller coaster in my backyard, and I don't care at all. You know what I
have a
mean?
conversation with your friend and you're like, I work all this hard, and it's like, you put so much effort in.
Yeah.
Like, dude,
When's
you started
gonna
this
be enough?
company.
When's
When
going to
is
be
gonna be
your
enough?
time? That's
Yeah.
it. Unless,
Yeah.
the moment you get to that level of wealth, when you just fly anywhere. You know what I mean?
Of course.
I could do a day trip to wherever, any beach I
Literally.
want, any place in the world. I could do a day trip in my private jet.
Yeah.
It'd take me an hour there, an hour back. What am I doing?
You start talking to your friend, it's like, hey, Dave, I'm trying the kid thing. Dude, I'm proud of you.
Nice.
Good.
Yeah.
It's the move. Seriously, buddy. Took you long enough. It took you long enough, and you will not be disappointed. I promise you. It's sick.
Have you seen that Prince Andrew interview?
No, what one?
Oh, it's great. After
Is this recent?
Not
Wait, is this on
really
the Breakfast
recent.
Club?
Huh?
It's on like today.
No, it was after the Epstein thing and
Down with
stuff.
Sway.
Sway in the
Yo,
morning.
man, that's pretty messed
Yo,
up.
it's crazy.
Yo, Prince Andrew.
Yo, so you like fucking kids? He goes, well, no, it's not exactly like that. You know what I
It's
mean?
exactly like
Like,
that.
damn, all right. Anyway.
He just does like
So
the
we're gonna get a hot five or what?
He does a 5 fingers of death. So I was
Just plays the beats. He keeps on fucking up and rapping about it. Yeah. Yeah, my beats are wild. I like to have sex with the child. Sorry, man. Can we...
Hey, yo, whoa,
Can
whoa,
we
yo,
do?
Prince.
Can we go back?
Okay,
on
yo,
that?
we're gonna do that one again.
No, it was like after the Epstein. After like, it was after like the Epstein connection stuff came out, and like he volunteered to do this interview on some British whatever show.
There's no one to look up to now. The people we look up to,
Kendrick Lamar.
Kendrick should be talking on
He should
this.
be talking about
He was
this.
trying on the last record. He's talking about like how COVID is fake.
That's true, he was.
He's talking about how they lied.
Yeah. He's probably wearing some goofy shoes
People
in a
didn't
live
wanna hear
performance right now. He's
People
probably
didn't wanna
wearing
hear
the
it.
big like Mickey Mouse shoes.
Yeah, and like a weird suit with no shirt underneath. Just a blazer. He's wearing sunglasses. Don't really fit his head.
That's exactly, yeah. Kendrick Lamar sees that they've bombed a hospital and says, get my blazer.
I
It's
was-
like, Kendrick, do you want a shirt underneath? No. Leave the shirt.
yeah. Yeah.
They're going to see my nipples.
I did have this. Kendrick Lamar would have the craziest. Kendrick Lamar would have the craziest nipples you've ever seen.
Nuts.
Yeah.
You just already know. They're puffy, they're a bit uneven. There's like
I
one
feel like they're puffy but small at the same time.
You'd wear like low-rise. Kendrick's probably wearing like low-rise jeans or something like that.
Yeah.
It's like exposing like his pubic hair. He's like, Kendrick, why? He's like, this is my response to the Israel-Palestine conflict.
I reckon you've got J. Cole. J. Cole, this is the whole thing about J. Cole.
Yeah.
He looks like, no, I'm just like this weird kind of guy that doesn't care about anything. But guess what?
I fly economy. I'm on public buses.
But guess what?
Yeah.
When all's said and done, he's shaving his pubes. Because deep down, that's who he really is. He's someone that's manicured and cares about what's going on. Because it's no phone. You don't have your phone on you. So it's like a hot pool, cold pool, sauna and steam.
Yeah.
Showers.
And they give you like board shorts, I guess. That everyone wears in there. But then occasionally there'll just be a dude in the nude.
Yeah.
And there was a dude in the nude. And I was like, this is disgusting. Yeah. Why are you choosing to do that? Like, it must be some sick thing for you. Yeah. And then I went from being like, this guy's a sicko to it's like, I realized that he wasn't on the lowest tier there. He, in a weird way, is on the highest tier. He's almost like the emperor. Like, you can't look at him. You can't make eye contact with this guy. Literally, you can't look at this guy. Yeah. And if he went past, everyone bowed to this guy. Everyone bowed to this guy when he walks past. It's like too much power. Like, if he was walking by, everyone bowed their head, and then you can put your head back up. If he turned back around, you'd bow again.
He's like,
yeah. Yeah.
Damn.
If you think they're having sex in there, obviously don't open the fucking door.
They're going to Ibiza.
Well, that's the thing.
That's the thing. I feel that's the only flight in the world that could possibly happen on.
So, all right. And this guy, his mother spoke out about it because she got like sent the story and everything like that.
Yeah.
By like her friends. And the mother said that he didn't know that girl. They met at the airport before the flight.
Of course. Yeah. That's what you do. You don't go and shag some broad in a restroom if you know her. It's a spur of the moment thing. That's what makes it so exciting.
Isn't that the coolest thing in the world?
Best thing in the entire world.
You're going on Ibiza?
I'm going on Ibiza. Hey, love, you want to shag before we arrive?
Yeah, that's nice.
Before we go see Fisher.
Nice little skirt you got there.
How about I lift it up? Put my I don't even know what they call. Put my bollocks in there.
It's a nice little skirt. And then I spaff on that. Yeah, so
sure would like to spunk all over your dress.
They go into the bathroom and smash.
Yeah.
Get opened up by the steward. And then they're getting escorted by police once they land.
Yes.
They're in trouble, but there's no development what happened after they got escorted by police.
Yeah. They just go to a room and just get high fives.
That's what I was going to say. Yeah, they literally just get driven to like the president of Ibiza.
It's like, sir, I'm going to need you to see you smell your fingers. Welcome to Ibiza.
It's just a guy with like tinted glasses and like a Hawaiian shirt all the way undone. And just a bead necklace and a pile of cocaine, a pile of money and a gun there.
Good evening, my friend. I'm the president of Ibiza.
Yeah. Literally hands him a key to the city.
I'm keen to just start with the first one. I don't know anything about these. You brought some of these up to me.
Yep.
I don't know what's going on with Tupac. They found he's like a killer or something like that.
So the Tupac thing, they haven't found his killer.
Right.
But basically, they've found someone who they suspect of the murder and they've raided their home.
Right.
After about 30 years.
I thought Suge Knight was already in prison. Nice.
Yeah. No, is Suge in prison?
I think he is. I think he tried to kill someone.
Well, boys will be boys. So, yeah, the Tupac thing, basically, they've gone and raided this guy's home in Nevada, which is 15 miles from where Tupac was killed.
Oh, literally, imagine, like, you get your home raided, like, you come home, like, nothing's broken or anything, you just walk in, you're like, oh! They just spray, like, raid insect stuff just all over your house.
Sorry, man. I thought there was some bugs in here.
You got raided. Raided the hell out of his place.
Yeah, but basically the situation is they've gone into this guy's house.
Yeah.
And raided the place 30 years after.
Yes.
And I've got two things to say about this.
Yeah.
Number one, what are you going to find?
Imagine the gun that he killed Tupac with. It's just on his counter.
It's on a mantle with a plaque underneath that says, I killed the gun that I killed Tupac with. The gun that I, Jeremy Foyer, murdered Tupac with.
He's just got like a TV, like an old school TV that just plays the shit. And I've still gotten away with it.
Yeah.
That's right. I'm never going to get caught.
He walks in wearing a t-shirt and a sash that says they'll never catch me. The second thing I have to say about this is like, let him go. It's been 30 years.
He's gotten this far. Let him go.
Yeah. Do you know what I mean?
Okay.
You shouldn't go to jail for it now.
That's probably a good idea for all crimes.
Yeah.
I guess you've got the statute of limitations, which is basically that. It's like, let him get away with it.
If they've gotten away with it for 30 years, they must be pretty good at it. Which means, you know.
Oh, dang. Is it, you don't know what this dude's name is or anything like that? Or what his story is?
I think it's like in the articles and whatever, not off the top of my head.
Is he a POC?
If I had to guess, I'd say
look
no.
Are we allowed to use a computer? Okay, let's look him up. Tupac. I'm literally going to say Tupac's killer. I don't know what's going on here.
Yeah, but you can't.
Just Suge Knight comes up.
Had his name Baby Lane or something.
Oh, here we go. Oh, Baby Lane. Orlando was an American.
He was an American gang member.
Imagine that. Imagine like your name just comes up for a crime. It'd be like, who's the dude that robbed that bank in 2008? And it's just like Jackson Grant.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, the internet, you got to chill with that stuff. You got to chill with that stuff. Let's see this dude. Okay, he looks a lot like Tupac.
And Tupac looks a lot like what's his name?
Baby Lane.
Mr. Potato Head. Has anyone pointed out how much Tupac looks like Mr. Potato Head?
Does he look like Mr. Potato Head? Oh, he does, yeah. It's the big eyebrows.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, that's literally the thing. It's the eyebrows that kind of go down like Mr. Potato Head.
Because what do you think? Leave the computer on.
I know, I was going to say, is this going to be just for us?
What do you think? Like, it's been 30 years. They're raiding a guy's house.
I'm looking at this dude. He looks insanely similar to Tupac.
He really does, yeah.
He's probably thinking like, I could kill this guy
and take his place.
Like a whole Avril Lavigne thing.
Yeah, I'm the new Tupac.
Like, imagine if I just killed this guy and then I'm Tupac. He's like, okay, guys, I've done it. He's like in the studio finally and he just can't rap.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, I didn't really think this far. I didn't really think this far. It's like, dude, seriously? You killed Tupac?
He's like, oh man, I shaved my head for this.
Imagine that. Yeah, you killed Tupac. You shave your head. You're just rubbing your hands together. You're like, oh, I'm going to be Tupac now.
Yeah.
And then you realize you can't act, rap, kind of sing. You're not charismatic.
Yeah.
You just can't do any of this
I think if I killed Macaulay Culkin, I'd have a shot.
Is there anyone you think you could kill and replace?
That's about it. Maybe SpongeBob SquarePants.
I honestly think I could kill The Rock and do what he does.
Yeah.
I think I could do it. I honestly think I could do it. I don't think what The Rock does is that
hard.
impressive.
Yeah, it's not that
hard.
He's not doing anything that hard.
You just work out.
I think you could be The Rock.
I think I could be The Rock. You just work out and you just go be The Rock in a movie set. That's all you have to do. I don't think it's that hard. It's hard to be Tupac. He's like straight up writing poetry all day long.
He's doing interviews all the time about like progressive kind of ideas.
Yeah, political ideas, like cutting edge.
Yeah.
Just considered like the greatest rapper of all time. Like, I'll give it a shot. I'll give it a shot.
Yeah.
It's a good one. It's a really good one. So he's apparently killed him and everyone knows about it. Like you can search it on Google, his name pops up.
Yeah.
But they just can't get him on it.
But why after so long what are they hoping to find? And I don't watch detective movies or any of that, like documentary. I don't know what they're hoping to find.
They just find a piece of paper and it's like maps. It's like Tupac's house. So basically, it's like a blueprint plan. It's like, okay, so me with my gun, I'm going to drive to Tupac, and then I'll shoot him with the gun. Okay, staring at the blueprints.
Literally, I think
let's go do it.
I think we already covered it with the mantle and everything. Like, there's literally like footage replaying of him killing Tupac. But like, they go to his house, and he's like, "I don't know what you're hoping to find, man." And they're like, "It's just a routine check, sir." Yeah. Of this 30-year-old murder, like it's nothing.
Can you guys leave me alone?
And beyond that, can we just let it go?
Yeah.
Who cares?
Tupac fans.
Beyond, they don't care.
They
bro.
kind of care. People who love Tupac are like straight up bumping him like he's brand new. It's a problem. If you literally go out to like Penrith, you'd think Tupac is Drake.
He's a bad rapper. I don't even... Okay. Tupac is not that good of a rapper.
Okay, here we go.
Tupac's not that good of a rapper. Biggie was a lot better than him.
Right.
A lot. And Biggie wasn't that good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's literally the truth. As soon as you start engaging in sexual intercourse, you are no longer a child. Childish activities don't appeal to you anymore.
Yeah.
You literally just want to relax and chase tail.
Yeah, because I think actually there's a big argument that like when you have sex, and you're giving your essence,
yes,
you're giving your
essence to someone,
yeah. But there has to be something to be said for like we are like, I don't know what the word is, but like we absorb things through our skin, right?
Yes,
we're absorbing stuff through our penis, even though it's not going in a hole.
True. So
we're
there's
still
stuff
absorbing
going, this chlamydia.
This woman, this womanly energy, right?
Yes.
And then that goes into our brain and gives us essentially lady brain, which makes us calm and kind of...
Dang. What happens if you're having sex with women?
Yeah.
You become feminine.
Yes.
I don't think Jason Statham's ever had sex with a woman. The Rock definitely hasn't.
Sex is not very sexy.
Yeah.
And it's not very masculine.
It's not very masculine at all.
It's kind of a lady thing to do. Oh yeah, I want to lay around in the sheets. Who wants to lay around in sheets? Men should hate sheets. Men should like
you should be out getting money or like on a yacht. You should be out literally like at the gym working on your body in an ice bath.
I don't even think so. I think
Lamar.
you should be like getting a car and kind of restoring it in your garage and drinking a beer and having a cigarette and listening to Lynyrd Skynyrd.
Yeah.
And that doesn't mean... Yeah, and then you go to bed and go, shit. Because you don't even want to be in the... you don't even like sleeping. Men shouldn't like sleep.
You shouldn't want to sleep. It's a feminine thing. Imagine be like... I'm going to close my little eyes now.
I'm going to curl up and get comfortable.
Men shouldn't be getting comfortable. Men should be probably like maybe sitting on like a hard surface with one eye open.
Yeah.
It's like Major Pain thing. I don't know if you watched that movie Major Pain.
No, I haven't.
But he didn't sleep. It was like it was like a comedy movie, but Damon Wayans didn't sleep. That was one of his crazy things. He would snore, but he would never sleep. He was always awake. And I think a kid tried to steal something from him and he literally just like grabbed him. You should always be ready as a man.
Men should, they should sleep standing up.
Yeah.
Out the front of their house on their porch holding a shotgun.
Imagine that. Imagine you're like a kid, like a guy or a girl.
Yeah.
You're like, dang, I've got an alpha. My dad's an alpha.
Yeah.
That's what you're going to think. Imagine you're like an 8-year-old boy. You hear like, me, coming in from upstairs.
Yeah,
you know,
you lose all respect for your dad.
Imagine like having to shake your dad to wake up and he's like, what?
Yeah.
You want to go up to your dad and be like, why aren't you in bed?
Yeah, it's literally like, Dad, I don't want to do my chores.
Yeah.
It's like, you think I want to do chores? And it's like, Dad, I don't want to get a job.
Yeah.
It's like, you think I want to have a job?
Yeah.
Dad, I don't want to go to sleep. Does that work?
Wait a second. I think it works. Let's go.
Dad, I don't want to go to sleep. And Dad says, you think I want to go to sleep? Oh, dang.
Kind of worked.
Something.
Worked. Yeah, there's something good there.
But having sex is definitely a feminine thing to do.
Yes. A very feminine thing.
I'm so masculine.
Yes.
There we go. Back to back. good. That's a good feeling.
No, but it's the truth. It's literally the truth. We got to stop that. We really need to stop that. Men need to stop chasing women.
Men need to. What do they do? No, but I also think you should probably have sex.
No, you can't. It's a crazy thing to do.
Yeah.
You're vulnerable.
Right.
You've always got to be ready.
Actually, yeah.
You've always got to be. It's like a dog urinating or dropping a doo-doo. It hates it because it's at its most vulnerable right now.
You shouldn't be in a position where someone could.
100%.
You should be.
You've always got to be ready.
You should be what? But you're not sleeping, so you're not gonna like
Yes, you won't
bust a nut
sleep.
during your sleep.
No, you're not going to have wet dreams.
You're not
Literally,
gonna
you're
have
awake.
wet dreams, but you're gonna get like sick. So you need to bust somehow.
No, what happens? You're not going to get sick because you're going to be arrested. You don't need to bust. That's for women. If you want to relax and like sit around and listen to Drake, then you go busting.
Yeah.
You want to be like on edge. If you haven't busted, you're really on edge. You're literally thinking about your whereabouts.
Yeah.
Because your body is like, hey, dude, you're meant to be releasing this seed. Why aren't you? You got to find a partner right now. And you use that energy to find a partner to get better.
Yeah.
And like literally be ready to defend yourself against your enemies. If you don't have enemies, you're not a man.
Yeah. Okay.
Like I don't have any enemies. I feel quite feminine that I know of. I need to start developing some enemies. I think in order to be like an actual man, you need to have some enemies.
Like, but what does an enemy kind of look like? Like, this is like a mutual vendetta.
It's a dude that wants to kill you. And you got to want to kill a few dudes.
Yeah.
That's just your state of being. It's like, I probably got to kill this dude soon. That's the ultimate like male thing.
Wouldn't it suck if you had an enemy and they didn't consider you an enemy?
Yeah, like I really
So
hate
like
Steve.
you're not even a threat. You've probably had sex this week.
If you've literally got people out there, other men that want to murder you, do you think you're going to be having the luxury of having sex? That's the one time that you know they're going to kill you. Literally.
Yeah.
What are you going to be like, oh, yeah. Oh, it's such a feminine action.
Having
Sex. You get lost in the moment. Even at all. You're trying to do something. You just got to be ready on your porch with a gun.
Because you know what, you know what a lot of people do when they have sex?
Yeah.
They kiss.
They do kiss. That's crazy.
Kissing
A man,
a man doesn't kiss.
Imagine a man going like,
You know what a man does? They give you a firm handshake.
ow.
Yeah.
Yeah, kid.
This is literally maybe the answer. You should only do it when absolutely necessary.
Having sex.
Yeah.
There's never a time you need to ever have sex. When? Possibly.
Children. You gotta have children.
Oh, you do have to have children. I think you should maybe jerk off and artificially inseminate. Have literally jerk off with a gun in your other hand. And then bust.
So like normal. You gotta jerk off like normal.
You should jerk off, have a gun in one hand, and then like have your essence, have your seed go over like a plate, and then give it to someone to be like, put that in her.
Yeah.
We're having a son.
Yeah.
That's how it should be.
Yes.
Because you're not having sex. It's just not happening. You're inside a woman. That's when your enemies get you the most.
Yeah.
You can't be anywhere near your wife. She needs to be protected in like another room because that's also who your enemies are going after. It's like they can't get to you. They're going to get to my wife.
Yeah.
You should have your wife and kids locked away in like some secure like home.
And also, this is like a Batman thing. Like if you get too close to them,
Yes.
so it's probably best you don't love them.
Because in all honesty, your enemies are pretty good. They're probably going to kill your wife at some point. They're probably going to kill one of your
And
kids.
if your enemies are not equipped to kill your wife, they're probably not a very powerful enemy.
I would have, because
I want
it means
the
you're not
most
a good
powerful enemies.
Because that means you're a powerful man. If you have enemies that have probably killed one of your kids, you're probably on your third wife. Imagine how much powerful you are. You're still alive. They've killed 2 of my wives, 3 of my kids. I'm a badass. I'm a real badass.
That's kind of the equilibrium, isn't it? Like you almost want them to have done that.
Yeah. Yeah, literally.
Yeah.
It's like a sign of like pride. As soon as your first wife has been murdered, you're like, okay, well, I guess I must be doing the right thing.
Yeah.
I'm on the right path.
Yeah, and then your wife.
It's not ideal.
Yeah.
I mean, not ideal.
Yeah.
But it's probably gonna. Also, you admire your enemy.
No, this is
Like,
what you should be doing.
You bastard.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what you want to say. You bastard. You got me. You got my queen.
Yeah. Yeah.
Luckily, I can get a new one because I wasn't emotionally attached because I'm an alpha. But you got my queen, you bastard. I'm coming after you, and I'm going to come after your wife or kids or anyone.
Yeah. It is crazy that like Andrew Tate and that is saying all this stuff.
Yeah, he's obsessed with women too much. He's not thinking about... Do you know what? Let's just put this out here. Andrew Tate doesn't have serious enemies.
What?
Yeah.
Really?
He doesn't have serious
I
enemies.
suppose he doesn't. Like he's got what? Like Russian prisons. Which isn't that serious of an enemy.
Has he had any wives killed? Maybe. He does talk about how he has people that want to kill him, which is a really good sign of like an alpha. But he's talking about women and... but maybe not too much. Actually, no, he's probably close to being a pretty alpha dude. He might be the most alpha man in existence.
Think about like literally us just walking around and we have no need to look over our shoulder.
Yes. Such a feminine thing.
Yeah. And I wish that it wasn't that way, but it is.
Yeah. Honestly, I go outside and I'm pretty relaxed.
I feel safe.
I'm pretty relaxed.
That shouldn't be the case.
Mm.
We should go outside and literally...
Yeah.
We shouldn't even go outside, probably.
Have you seen Lil Durk?
No. Yeah.
That's how he looks.
He got them things on him.
He's got them things on him. If your eyes aren't like... you can completely see your eyeball.
Yeah.
There's not enough going on in your life.
What's up with Dirk? He's
got enemies. He's got so many people that want to... People around him are getting killed.
Yes.
You have to be looking like Little Dirk. That's how you also know you're around like an alpha male. If a dude looks at you like this and doesn't really blink... Have you been around like personal trainers?
Mm.
A really good personal trainer doesn't blink.
Right.
I don't know why. I think I'm slowly starting to wrap my head around it as I get older.
Yeah, what's the reason?
But I think they're alphas.
Yeah.
I think it's an alpha sign. Blinking and stuff like that is like milliseconds that your enemy could literally take you out.
It's like Sleep Junior.
Yeah, it's literally Sleep Junior.
And yeah, it's like feminism for children.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm trying to think about like...
It's for little girls.
Yeah, blinking.
Blinking's for little girls.
Blinking is for little girls. Men should be keeping their eyes open and be on the lookout. I remember I had a friend who was from like America. And we went out like walking or something after like clubbing, and he would literally he would do this all the time.
Yes.
And I think I said, is it you looking for something? He's like, this is just like a bad habit I got into.
Yeah.
Because like where I grew up, you have to kind of be on the lookout all the time.
Tourette's is masculine.
So in this house in Balmain, when did your dad start bringing people in?
It happened weirdly. Oh God, this is a story. Long story, but it happened weirdly when I was like away in Brazil. I was like 19 or 20, and it was like a family home before that. Yeah. And when I got back, there was a random 30-year-old English backpacker that was just living in the room next to me. My dad like met him at the gym or something.
Oh, so is your dad like a bodybuilder or something like that?
He just goes to the gym all the time. He's obsessed with the gym.
Is he swole?
Yeah. He's pretty fit for his age.
74 years old.
Yeah.
He must be swole.
Yeah, he's pretty swole. Yeah. It's kind of weird saying that about my dad, but like, he's
got a good physique.
Yeah, he's got a good physique. Good figure eight.
Nice, that's good.
So yeah, this random like backpacker was just living in our house, and
did he tell you beforehand?
He kind of like half warned me, but I didn't realize he'd literally just be there like indefinitely in the room next to me.
This English dude,
and I developed quite a crush on him.
Ooh.
But it wasn't that great. I was very awkward. Like when I was like 19, 20, like I would really rely on alcohol for liquid courage. Nice. But unfortunately, I'd go too far the other way when I was drunk and have too much liquid courage. Yes. And one night I was out with my friends. It was like 2 a.m. and my friends and I was like, tonight I'm just gonna go and try and get with Ollie, like
In his room.
yeah,
I'm going next. I'm going to the
literally
bedroom next
I'm not
door.
kidding you.
Oh,
I was
not
like,
even next.
I was like, I'm going in for it. All my friends like, ooh, I don't know if that's a good idea. I was like, no, I'm doing it.
Yeah.
So I come home and I've had an Oporto meal. I've got Prego sauce like all over my fingers. There's literally like marks of like Prego sauce on the walls on the way. I'm not kidding. I walk into Ollie's room. I have a cigarette. I'm like,
Oh, you get
put
a
it
cigarette
out. I already
beforehand.
had a cigarette in my mouth. Just put it out in a cup of water.
Yeah.
Next to his bedside table. Climb into his bed. Yeah, and then try and kiss him.
Well, when
And my dad,
He said, yeah.
my dad heard the commotion and came downstairs and was like, "Get the fuck out of his room!"
Oh, really?
I'm not kidding you. It was so bad. He was so uncomfortable. Poor thing.
I thought you were going to
do?
say
How did
beat
he
up
react?
poor Ollie.
No, he didn't beat him up. No, he knew it was me. Like he,
Yeah.
Really?
yeah, it was just so awkward. And yeah, my dad was like, "Get the fuck out!" Like, and so I left. And then the next morning, I had to go and apologize to him.
Oh my
A week later, I did it again.
Something in the Prego.
Something in the Prego sauce.
Something in the Prego.
Honestly, I fuck that guy.
So I told you I'm more of a
know.
KFC fan.
Yeah. That's
I like the
true.
original chili. I do.
Yeah.
I like a little bit. I like a little bit of bite to my. What meal did you have? Were you a wrap?
Your
Dad's going to beat
A
me up.
chicken, a Bondi burger.
A Bondi burger.
Extra chili.
Oh,
all
and
the sauce
Prego.
on the walls. Yeah, Prego sauce.
You're doing
yeah,
Prego and chili?
Yeah, I do both.
That's unheard of. That's literally unheard
Is
of.
it really? You heard it here first.
Yeah, Prego and chili mix.
I recommend it. It's good.
I'll do it sometimes, maybe with the tenders. I'll get like a Prego
Yeah.
and a chili, but I'll
Yeah.
do one of each. I would never
Yeah.
think about mixing.
Yeah. I don't know.
That's huge.
Yeah.
Maybe the mix did something to your brain.
Maybe
There's too
actually,
much
if you've never heard
flavour
anyone
going
do
on.
it before,
Yeah, I've never.
and this is the first experience I've had with
Yeah.
that combination.
Of course, because you have like
So
the
it's not
mayo.
even me. It's nothing to do with me.
It's nothing to do
It's
with
fucking
you.
Porto.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
know.
I'm suing a Porto. I'll say that in court.
Of course,
When
'cause
Ollie's like
if they wanted to make money,
filing
if it was
charges
going to
against
taste
me.
good, they would have done that mix.
Yeah,
they would have
that's
had like a Prego
true.
chili mix.
I
Like
wouldn't be surprised. Some weird like chemical compound. You
Yeah.
mix them together.
makes you want to make a move on your.
Yeah.
An English guy.
Yeah.
Wait, so how did he physically? How far did you get that first
Like I
time?
took my top off. Yeah.
Not
and,
talk about the Gunner
um,
song. I took the top off.
And I feel like he was just like, yeah, this probably, if we were ever going to do something, this is not the time.
Oh, really?
And like also
He's
was
like-
just so thrown off because I'd never talked to him. Like that's the thing. I was like, I would never even talk to him. Like this is his first interaction with
Have you
me.
done it like in passing, like done
Yeah,
the
but,
nod or
like,
anything?
barely, like the small talk, so much small talk because I was too nervous.
Oh, so you've done a little bit of
That's the
small
thing,
talk.
Yeah, a bit of small talk,
Okay.
but barely anything.
Weather? Were you
I
talking
go
about
from
weather
0
or
to
what?
100. That's why I don't drink anymore. Like
Really?
Yeah.
It sounded like you had a
That's
good
100.
thing going though. It was like,
There was a bit
do you
of
want to hook
tension.
up?
There's a bit of sexual
I'm
tension.
Oh, there
sorry.
was.
There was. I mean, I don't know. Yeah, I reckon. Maybe I'm just
Maybe you just made
making it up,
Yeah.
to make myself feel better for
Have
getting
you had a
naked in his
Portos
bed.
today?
I have. I've had a lot. He's probably like overseas when he hears this. Like, you fucking kidding me?
I'm never going back to
Fucking
that
hated
convict
her.
nation. They're all freaky.
Exactly. Yeah.
But
Oh
so
my
you're-
God. There was sexual tension after the second time I did it.
Okay.
Oh, so it worked.
This second time, how
It
does
was
this
brewing.
go down?
It
How
was
does
brewing.
this second time
Eventually,
go down?
enough times I'm naked in his bed, there starts to be a little bit of energy between the two of us.
It's like a video game. You like top off, hands off, dad comes in, top off,
Fucking
hands
hell,
off, you kind of touch
honestly.
each other.
I'm surprised my dad considered to continue renting out rooms
Of
after that
course.
experience, you know? From then on, it was just like...
Maybe it's his
it
thing.
was-
I'm sorry.
Oh,
I'm
God.
sorry.
He has to make sure his daughter is very...
He's competitive with the reality
Yeah.
TV stuff. Oh, God, no.
I raised a good daughter. She isn't going to make a move. I'm going to get like the
My
hottest.
God.
It's literally like there's cameras everywhere.
Yeah.
How's my daughter going to react with the hottest backpackers that I can find?
Have you guys ever been, like, walked in on and, like, having sex? Like, with your parents?
No.
Walking in?
Oh. Yeah. Shit.
Yeah.
Nah.
Yeah.
You just got
Yeah.
in a real moment there.
Yeah,
I know, and now
you're
I'm
like,
going
I
to talk
really
about
want
it.
to talk. I actually legally not allowed to talk about it.
Yeah, I feel like my parents caught me doing everything.
Your parents
Good.
want to?
Caught me doing everything.
Right,
Really?
right.
Yeah.
Apart from washing them dishes.
Yeah.
Because I think I wouldn't usually have my door shut. So anytime I did, I was getting up to some kind of activity.
Oh, that's
Right,
not a good
okay.
move. Yeah, you
So
got
you're
to
just open. You're just out, loud and proud, just door open.
No. So I'd close the door.
Oh.
If the door was closed,
You're up to.
Oh, she'd
Trouble.
know.
something was going on.
She'd
yeah.
know, right?
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
And yeah, it's the funniest idea about putting the tie on the door. It's just
That's
Is that even a thing?
fantastic.
It's the funniest
Oh
thing in the
my
world to do.
God.
It's like I do want to do that one day,
Yeah.
Just to see.
just to like. It's like anyone who passes by.
Yeah.
It's a
Yeah.
great one. I want to go to a hotel.
I feel like if I did it,
that
my
does
dad
that.
would be like, "Oh, you've left your tie." Like just come in, like
He
he'd
just
have
comes in, he's
no
like, "You
idea.
left your tie out.
Yeah, exactly. He's
Ollie.
literally- Oh my god, he's walked in on me once doing reverse cowgirl with a guy that I just met at a house party. Like my sister's like friends were all having people over.
As he's walking in your room, there's just a trail of like a Porto.
Prego
slash-
sauce. He's like, "Oh, I know what's coming. I know what's coming. This is not going to be good."
Oh God!
Bouncing up and down. Sauce all over me. Half-eaten burger in the corner. Honestly.
Using the
honestly,
Prego
I
sauce as
never-
lube.
Yeah.
That's how you go infertile, I think.
Oh my god.
That's how Portuguese people are made.
Yeah, that's how you make a Portuguese baby.
It's true. It's true.
Normal
Fertility rate
people
is
are
high.
using Prego sauce during the act.
Oh my god.
What happened in that?
Honestly.
Yeah.
Oh, again, he was like, "Get the fuck out."
Oh, to you.
Yeah, well, to the guy.
Oh,
and to,
okay, so the
like,
guy
he was
got a
just
little bit there as
yeah,
well.
Yeah.
That's
but
good.
He was like, he wasn't happy. Yeah, he was like, "Yeah, get the fuck out." But I mean, like, yeah, by this stage, he was just over it.
The second time, did he catch you the second?
With Ollie?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
He called you the second time.
Yeah, because he's just in the room upstairs, and like the walls are thin.
Did you have the same thing, like that same liquid courage from the Prego the second time as
probably.
well?
Yeah, I think it was a combination of like the 24 vodka Red Bulls I had and the Prego sauce.
Did that
And
go down
probably
well?
Pills.
Did you get further the second time?
No, not really. Again, he was like, "Georgia, like we've gone through this. Like, no."
And
not
the
gonna
guy, was he a little
happen."
bit more receptive the second?
Like a little bit, but he's also aware that Dad's gonna come down any minute, you know, and like.
Yeah. He's like texting him. So she's
Yeah,
doing it
yeah. He's
again.
got Dad on speed dial. He's like, "You're gonna have to come down."
He's like, "Listen here, mate.
He must have been
I've gotta-"
traumatized though. Like the poor guy. Like he's never safe, you know? Like anytime he goes to sleep, he doesn't know what's gonna happen. He's gonna like bolt lock the doors.
Just
he
back
doesn't
in
know
London,
what
like,
I'm
wake you
Yeah, yeah, literally.
It's just a
Literally. Like
dream.
if I was a man, I'd be in jail. I'd be in jail.
Yeah, literally. That's
I would
scary.
be. Like it is. Like, oh my
That's
god.
so
it's
good.
crazy.
But you're not,
Poor
so it's just
thing.
fine.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's just
just
fine.
funny content.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just
Your
hot.
dad,
Perks of being a woman.
your dad kicks you out the second time and then sits down on Ollie's bed and's like, "Ollie, I'm sorry about that, and I'm also sorry I just had a burger."
yeah.
And
So
my
unshipping,
dad's not
isn't
here
it?
to break this up. So.
Comes in,
Oh
you
my
see the Prego.
god.
He just looks like Homer Simpson.
I don't think that. He probably moved back to England because is there a Porto in England? I don't think there
No,
is.
for good reason.
Yeah, for a good
For a
reason.
very
Safe.
good reason. They
safe
know
country.
that it caused a lot of problems.
Yeah,
Did that happen a few other times?
that was it. Just 2 times,
Okay,
and then he
just
moved
2.
out pretty much like a couple
Are you
weeks later.
kidding?
I mean, you know, yeah. Who
Do you think
knows?
that how much of that was the reason of the move?
Oh, look, I don't know. Like, probably. I would say a decent amount.
Okay. A nice 70%
Who knows? I
or
don't know.
something
He was
like
like
that.
he was always really friendly, you know. He was like, "Nah, no worries. But it was very awkward. It was very. It's hard to be normal after that, you know.
Yeah.
Like especially when I'm already an awkward person sober. Like so having that on my consciousness, knowing that I've gone into his room naked on 2 separate occasions, it's just constantly in the back of my mind when I'm talking to him. And like I really wanted to fuck him, you know.
Yeah.
I never got to.
Is he still here? Or is he
No,
back?
no. He's back in England. He's long gone. He kind of lost contact with Dad. Stopped contacting the family after that. He's probably in therapy now.
How many fingers?
And,
yeah, there we go. Yeah.
So I started. I was looking at rings. I told her my budget, and they showed me like 5 rings or whatever. And then she's asking me about the sizing, and I was like, I think it's like a 5 or a 4. And then she just out of nowhere she goes, "Is your girlfriend Chinese?" I'm like,
are you kidding?
And I was like, yeah. And
Yeah.
then she's like, oh, it's probably 4 or whatever it was.
Like, yes, you're probably at 4 though. Yeah, the Chinese girls, they got the smaller hands.
That's what she said. She goes, yeah, they got thinner fingers.
Who's this woman? I want to marry her. I would have got down on one knee when she said that.
She says what we're all thinking.
It was Sarah Marker. if you don't like this ring, you can fuck off.
Oh, dang. Okay, so she's saying.
I wonder she's carrying that ring. She looks like that.
I think I can't. Yeah, I get that one. That's good. That's good. That's good.
My precious.
That's great.
I'm blown away that she guessed. Chinese.
Yeah. She was like, because I think maybe I said the ring size first, and then I was like, oh, it's 4 or 5. And she's like, oh, is she Chinese? I'm like, yeah.
No, she's a child.
I'm gonna have to have this resized every year for the next 5 years.
Like, in all honesty, I've never met her. My parents are setting this thing up. I don't know what to expect. But
yeah, she is, but I don't know why that should matter.
The rings you were picking from were like those lolly rings that you can like candy.
I'm just seeing how many 20 cents I had until I found the one.
Oh, dang.
It's because I can see that the front of your car is dented.
You're the guy in the Audi with the scratches all over it.
You got the Hello Kitty on the front.
Oh, dang.
It's because there's a noodle on your shirt.
You have the perfect manicure and pedicure.
And I saw your porn history.
and the only one you didn't watch was Chinese.
So, is your girlfriend Chinese?
Oh, man. Because you said you never swim at Bondi Beach. Come on, we got a few more, Alan.
Yeah.
What we got here?
And do you love her or?
Yeah, what's going on? Why'd you do this?
What?
break it down for us.
Yeah, let's break
What
this
am I
down.
breaking down?
How long have you been with her? Why?
And I remember, so the second one, how did we get here again? We were talking about 9/11. We were talking about friends, neighbors. Oh yeah, that's right.
Weird relationships
with the sisters.
Yeah,
but like I remember, he had this like relationship with his sisters where he was.
Were they hot?
He was the oldest brother. They were kind of cute.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sarah and Nor. Shout out Sarah and Nor. And they would actually pretend to be the girls that would walk us out to the trampoline wrestling match.
Oh,
sometimes.
great.
They would be
So they
like-
played the part.
They would play the part. They'd be like, because they had WWE in the house. We weren't allowed to watch
Dude
WWE.
with his arm around his
Yeah.
sister's waist.
Dude,
Thanks, babe.
The
Slap on the butt.
Get out of here.
It was that a bit. Like it was like him walking around with like the ring card girls. Going,
Maybe that's why everyone was looking at him.
Oh yeah, he also had his two sisters by his side.
That is so funny. But that was what it was actually a little bit. It was like him just they're walking us out kind of.
It was a little bit ancestral.
And because you know how certain wrestlers had different entries, you know, like certain like wrestlers had different things.
You'd have like Vince McMahon who would kind of do
yeah,
this
exactly.
crazy
And other
legs.
crowds would be like, you know, and other ones would come out with the girlfriend and like give them a kiss on the way in, kind of.
What are
thing.
you about to say?
I was always like,
Yeah, what was your move?
No, I remember like whenever
I'll have sex with her.
if that was ever,
I don't know. It's what my character does.
if that was ever brought up, I was like, oh no way, we could do something else. But like, I mean, if we have to, you know what I mean? I'll kiss your sister.
What?
You know what I mean?
Really?
It never happened. But I
Okay.
was like, I remember that was always.
You're alluding to a smoocherooski.
That was, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to allude too hard. We'd always bring up the certain entries and be like, well, do we have the girls? Do we have the girls for this entry? If we don't have the girls for this entry, we can't do this wrestling match. You know what I mean? So
Were they all Muslim?
yeah.
That's the way it should be. They know their role. It's like, I'm gonna play the female part. I'm gonna be the ring girl. I'm gonna be the accessory that walks in with the man. Isn't that just a good culture?
I'm gonna need you to bleep out the daughter's names. Keep the joke in. Don't bleep out the daughter's. And you know what? I feel the same. 100%. We needed
Western
ring card-
women would be like, no, I'm gonna be the wrestler
We need
and I'm
a
gonna
ring-
beat up the guys.
We need some good Islamic ring card girls.
Would you program the matches or like script them?
We definitely script them before. For some of them, otherwise it was just like slamming the littlest guy and being like, okay, let the little guy slam us. But then other times it would just be like,
Pause.
all right, a double suplex on the little guy. You know what I mean? Like just both of us right onto the fucking.
There's nothing better than slamming a little guy.
Oh my god,
Honestly.
little guys are just made to be slammed.
It was always
Yeah.
my little brother got slammed a lot. But like,
Was he the littlest?
Yeah, it was.
Oh, that's tough.
It was Habib, then me, then him in terms of size. Habib was like bigger than us, and
Yeah.
he was older. And but I remember Habib got his revenge once because we got our revenge, or Habib got his like venge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I honestly think because if you ask someone, it's like, no, I'm Chinese. Maybe no one questions it anymore because we're kind of wrong for questioning Alex saying he's Chinese. It may be the new thing.
Maybe. Yeah.
It'll be like,
new
what
pair
about
of sneakers.
he, him, Chinese?
He, him, ching, ching.
No, we're not doing that. We're not doing that kind of business.
I'm part Chinese. I can't say that shit.
Oh yeah, true. In that case, it's hilarious, and I always thought it was.
We could let's keep going down this rabbit hole and make this the Patreon.
When did you first find out you were Chinese?
When I was 5.
When I looked down my pants.
when I had a dream about a dragon. Has any dragons visited you? Anything like
I was
that?
too natural
Only
at
when I was on
chopsticks. I picked it up
mushrooms.
straight away.
Yeah, how?
I didn't need when I realized I didn't need to use the calculator. No, such a bad accent. I knew the answer. I answered all the maths questions.
Oh,
terrible
what else?
accent.
What else is going on? Has your son been lying to you still?
Anyway, he tells me he loves me.
Your son's like,
Whenever he says Alex is Chinese.
I wouldn't know who was in the Who either.
Yeah, funerals blow.
Who was it?
we're not talking about that Chinese funeral.
Who's this funeral for? Oh, exactly. Come on in. It's the fucking hackiest joke from like the 2000s. Oh, who's
Exactly.
this?
No, who? Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, you're at it.
Yeah. And then you go in there isn't a funeral, and the guy's like, I'm just here to do that bit, actually. I rent out this funeral space, and I do this bit to people.
This happens a lot with Asian families. Comedians like to come and do the...
Just to experience it.
I would literally be more comfortable if both of you pulled your pants down and took a shit on the floor in front of me right now.
But yeah, there's something funny there. Only God could judge me. And then it's...
I think you can come with the Christian God. I don't think anything's happening.
I think that Christian God doesn't care about getting teased as long as you repent and stuff like that. The Muslim God has some issues.
Yeah, I don't even want to talk about that.
I don't even want to talk about that guy.
Yeah.
That guy is not playing around. Yeah. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Christian God's like, I can take it.
Yeah.
Muslim God's like, go on. No, I can take it, of course.
Yeah.
Say something about me. I can take it, brah. Try, brother. I can take it. Christian God's like, nah, I'm good.
What else is going on?
What is Buddhist God? What is he? Buddhist God's like, no, I can take it. No, I can take it. I find it very funny. You're very funny. You do you're gonna tease me. Go in there, give me a tease.
Yeah.
And Hindu God is like, no, it's not good, buddy. I find it good. I find it very funny as well.
Look at my arms. I have many.
Fair enough, you're making fun of me. I have several arms. They're all moving at once.
Nobody looks like this. Look, that guy's head is a freaking elephant. Nobody looked like this.
Imagine how bad I smell. I have several arms. Imagine the amount of body odor.
several arms, several opportunities to carry deodorant. And yet. This is what we need to be doing.
This is what we need to be doing. This is fun. What's Jewish God doing? He's just killing a Palestinian child. No, I'm good. I'm good. He threw a stick at me. I've killed his whole family. He's not going to try that again.
Yeah.
He's not going to try that again.
What the foots?
He was threatening me. I can't. What? I've lost it. I've done the worst impressions. What? You make fun of me. I'm okay with it. I can take it. I'm a funny guy. I'm Jewish. I'm pretty sure we invented humor. I can take it. It's the one religion where you can actually make fun of me and you're still going to heaven. I don't know.
No, he's the angry one. The Jewish one's the angry one. Christian one's chilling.
Oh, Christian God is just like a dude.
He's full of love.
Literally.
Yeah.
Like, dude.
Christian God's like, I want you to feel my love inside you. It's like, Jewish God is like, you love me, right? It's like, yeah. And it's like, kill your son.
Oh, that's true.
Kill your son.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't want to kill my son.
Dude, that's pretty messed up. I don't think I'm going to listen to you anymore.
Yeah.
Because that's messed up.
Fine, just burn for all of eternity. Easy done. That's easy, big man. Make your choice. That is crazy that
You just got to kill your son.
Yeah.
Because what is it, Isaac or something like that? You had to kill Isaac or something?
Something like that. Something silly like that.
Imagine just like, Jewish God's just like a sicko. He's like, yeah, good.
Yeah.
You do love me. Sick. Okay.
Now fuck it.
I don't know. I don't want to do the accent. I don't think I can get away with that, you know.
But you can because apparently you're Chinese.
I think so, but like not everybody gets it, you know.
For anyone just listening, Alex is
Alex
a
Choi.
white man from Manchester.
And what's this? What's this whole Chinese thing? Is this like a funny bit that your grandfather had?
No, I'm genuinely part Chinese. Yeah.
Really? Yeah. Yeah.
So what was it?
I didn't believe you when he said genuinely.
I do. I believe it.
Well, your grandfather put his pants down in the locker room, and they were like, "Oh yeah, no, old Danny, he's Chinese over here." We started calling him Danny Choi.
He just ran with it.
He just ran.
Have you ever felt like getting in touch with your roots? Your Chinese?
I've been to China heaps. My dad used to live in China, and we went to.
What are you talking about? I'm as Chinese as they come, mate. I can't do your accent.
I feel like maybe your
Oh, he fat Choi, everyone.
I feel like your granddad maybe committed like a
do you
heinous
want, Biff?
crime and then moved country and changed his name. I'm like, Choi, what's up with that? He's like, you know,
He tried to fly to the radar and it just wasn't working.
I want to love you long time.
I don't think he's from here.
What do you want? The beef and broccoli. We've got the beef and broccoli. How about you hurry up and buy something? Stop peeping at the things. It's not a bloody library. I'm doing a Scottish accent.
You break it, you buy it.
Yeah, you've spent time in China.
Well, my dad lived in China. He speaks Chinese.
He has
like he speaks Chinese.
What is? Ni hao.
Ni hao ma.
He has a wispy. He has a wispy moustache and rides a rickshaw.
He makes great fried rice.
He does. He's a good cook.
What's his specialty?
The noodles, crispy noodles.
Did you ever get it up to any mischief like together?
Everything, man. So much. We would get into like like all the seatbelt stuff, the spring.
Dude, we hijacked a plane in 2001. We were bad kids.
Give me a sound effect for that one, baby. That's crazy.
We were bad kids.
We had a couple shenanigans. Ever heard of Link Cafe?
We blew up a freaking hospital, bro.
We paraglided into a music festival,
I've
and
actually
let's
got
just
plans
say
right
we got a bit
after
wild.
this. I've got some big plans. Wild shit, man. And like
Yeah.
sometimes it wouldn't even be wild shit. Like one of our friends was on a ledge and he couldn't get down, and we had like 90s.
So we pushed him.
Yeah.
a friend.
Sorry, we had a friend who he couldn't get down, and he's probably still there. Like,
Yeah.
no one helped him get down. We just had like